Hey everyone, SolarPrimal here. Pokemon Emerald with only one Rayquaza was a nice break from the norm. Let's try another solo challenge suggested by you, the viewer. Can I beat Pokemon HeartGold with only one Sudowoodo? In terms of stats, it's your typical high defense and high attack you would normally see with a rock-type Pokemon. But we are a touch better overall than our usual starter. Sudowoodo gets a decent array of type coverage. But not only that, a handful of fun moves that fit the theme of a rock-type Pokemon masquerading as a tree. Leave your guesses if I can win or not. I feel the early game will be a cakewalk, but the later battles may pose a few difficulties. Let's go over the rules. Only Sudowoodo can be used in battle. I can catch other Pokemon for HMs though. No glitches or exploits, and no items in battle with the exception of held items. As well as an added requested rule in the comments. I won't be saying done and dusted after every gym battle. You've been warned. Too late to be stiff at the knees, let's do this. Using the universal randomizer, we swapped Cyndaquil for Sudowoodo, allowing our rival to steal a Totodile later on. We nicknamed Sudowoodo Trunks. Get it? Trunks comes with a timid nature, speed is up and attack is down. Meh. As well as the Rock Head ability. Nice. That'll come in handy later. And I gotta say, Sudowoodo looks a touch odd with its overworld sprite. Wait, you sneezed. How did you sneeze with no nose? Alright then, keep your secrets. Now for our first rival battle. And since we got ourselves a stab move, this battle is over quickly after a couple rock throws. Before proceeding to our first gym battle, we traverse Sprout Tower. This had me on edge, but we managed to handle things without any issue. And skipping most of the formalities, we dispatched the first gym with relative ease with Rock Throw. That's our first gym badge. Done! Ah, gotcha. Nearly ruffled your feathers there. Afterwards, we received a mysterious egg from Professor Elm's assistant. I wonder what it could be. Anyways, we move on to Route 32, picking up the Shell Bell along the way, equipping it to Trunks. Couldn't hurt. And surprising no one, we sweep Gym Leader Bugsy's entire team with Rock Throw. Yeah, these first couple gyms went exactly how I expected them to go. Stings, don't it? Speaking of a breeze, we take on our next rival battle. Now, despite being a bit ahead in levels, Trunks is still very slow, so Gastly hits with Mean Look before getting knocked out one shot by Rock Throw. The slow times keep crawling with Croconaw spamming Scary Face and Trunks hitting with Rock Throw. Until eventually Water Gun is used, allowing us to finish up Croconaw with Flail, leveling up to 20. Zubat then gets a Supersonic in before going down to Rock Throw. While collecting items in the basement of the Goldenrod City department store, the mysterious egg hatches into a Togepi. Yeah. Since we're here, let's take on the Goldenrod City gym leader, Whitney. We start things off with Low Kick, not doing as much as I was hoping before taking a Double Slap. Trunks uses Mimic to copy Double Slap, but Clefairy uses Metronome to hit with Frenzy Plant. What? So Double Slap nearly knocks out Clefairy, but we are just a hit short as its Metronome becomes Captivate, doing nothing. Whitney heals Clefairy and we use Low Kick again, for some reason. Another Low Kick in and Clefairy's Metronome becomes Substitute. So Trunks uses Rock Throw to break the sub. Speaking of subs, why not consider subscribing to the channel? I hear it brings the channel good luck. Like how our final Rock Throw knocks out Clefairy. Miltank stomps on Trunks, but we give her a Low Kick, dealing nearly half its HP and damage. Now we're talking. But then the next stomp flinches Trunks. Oof. Another one. Another one. Then Rollout knocks us out. See? Not enough of you were subscribing. Our luck ran out. Truly, this is your fault, not mine. On our next attempt, we solely focus on Low Kicks against Clefairy, but then Metronome turns into Acid Armor, sharply raising Clefairy's defense. I'm hopeful, so we try for Low Kick again. But Clefairy survives and Metronome's up a Rock Tomb, lowering our speed. Better than Frenzy Plant if we're being honest. So after a super potion, a few low kicks, a surprising metronome hidden power that turned out to be super effective, a crit headbutt comes in to knock out Clefairy. And with Miltank's Stomp not flinching us, a couple low kicks nearly knock her out. But Whitney heals up her last Pokemon, allowing us to hit with 2 more low kicks to knock out Miltank and level up to 22, ending the battle, attracting us to victory. Afterwards, we awaken our fellow Sudowoodo and engage in an epic battle, one that ends after a few low kicks. Clearly, we are the superior Sudowoodo. And then we see our rival again at the Burn Tower. We get a bit of a rocky start with Gastly using Curse on itself before going down to Rock Throw. That can't be good. Curse will cause us to take a chunk of damage each turn. Shell Bell won't be able to keep up with that. Missing our first Rock Throw on Croconaut doesn't help either. Curse continues to be problematic as it brings us to the threshold where Croconaut decides to use Water Gun on Trunks to knock her out. We take the L and return at level 25, now knowing Feint Attack. This helps us deal with Gastly a ton with more efficiency. And for some reason, Croconaut just spammed Scary Face the entire time. I wasn't super worried about it since our speed was already abysmally slow, as we whap it a bunch with headbutts until it eventually is knocked out. Zubat, after missing Supersonic, is one-shot by Rock Throw. Just our rival's Magnemite left. A couple low kicks should do the trick. Or so I thought as we become paralyzed. Magnemite then follows up with Supersonic, confusing Trunks into hitting itself. We take a Sonic Boom, but the Parafusion is too strong for us to attack. As we take another Sonic Boom, staying locked in Parafusion before going down to a final Sonic Boom. That was better, but we just had some bad luck. Trying again. We take a bit of damage from Croconaut's Water Gun before knocking him out with a headbutt, leveling up to 26. Zubat gets the Supersonic off this time, but a single Rock Throw still knocks it out. Magnemite doesn't go for Thunder Wave, instead going for Sonic Boom as Trunks hurts itself. The next Sonic Boom misses, Confusion wears off as Trunks hits with Low Kick. So Magnemite now hits us with Thunder Wave, but Trunks still lands Low Kick, almost knocking out our opponent. Magnemite tries to lock us into Parafusion again, but misses, allowing us to knock it out with Low Kick, ending the battle. Feint Attack carries us to our next major battle against Ecruteak City Gym Leader Morty. Gastly gives us a paralyzing Trunks, but Feint Attack crits, knocking it out. Gengar hits with Shadow Ball, paralyzing me and Pokemon Unite PTSD, and then knocks us out with another Shadow Ball. We fail at this over and over again. I feel like the special attacks are a little too crippling for Trunks to handle at the moment. So we're gonna need to do some level grinding. We return at level 35. This time we take a Sucker Punch before using Feint Attack to knock out Gengar down in one shot. And then Morty's remaining Haunters are swept despite the first one using Curse on us. We survive the ordeal and level up to 36. Shoosh. Scared us for a second there. Now for a bigger challenge. Cianwood City Gym Leader Chuck. Primeape spams Double Team, causing nearly all of our attacks to miss. We do get a couple of headbutts in to avoid the damage from Focus Punch. But it is not enough as Chuck heals Primeape back to full. So we go for Feint Attack to guarantee a hit. Leer is laid on us, but we land the next headbutt. Primeape hits with Rock Slide and we miss headbutt. And then my fears are realized as we miss yet another headbutt, causing Focus Punch to hit, knocking us out in one shot. Ouch. On our next attempt, we finesse our way through the Focus Punches and Double Teams to eventually knock out Primeape, and level up to 38. But then Poliwrath smacks us hard with Surf as Headbutt doesn't make much of a dent. We avoid damage from Focus Punch but do trigger Poliwrath's Citrus Berry, undoing our work. Poliwrath uses Body Slam, for some reason, as we hit with Headbutt. But Trunks is put to sleep by Hypnosis. Nothing we can do but watch as Focus Punch is charged up and destroys Trunks. It takes a lot of luck and mountains of patience. Chuck constantly heals up Poliwrath with Hyper Potions. He does this 3 times in a row. So lots of back and forth with me hoping not to see another Surf, but we eventually knock out Poliwrath. Now stop neglecting your wife, Chuck. We return to Blackline City with the secret potion, allowing us to take on Gym Leader Jasmine. But I'm not super confident in this battle ahead. Low Kick does okay damage before Magnemite uses Thunder Wave on us. Great. It takes Trunks swallowing a couple Thunderbolts before we knock out Magnemite after a couple Low Kicks. Steelix then tucks us in with an Iron Tail. Seeing as we won't even come close to defeating this gym at the moment, we skip it for now to plow through Team Rocket's plot at Mahogany Town. And since we're here, let's take on Gym Leader Price. Low Kick nearly knocks out Seal, but we are hit by Icy Wind, lowering our speed. Price heals Seal back up, and then the next Low Kick and Rock Slide knock out Seal. Piloswine hits with Mud Bomb before taking a foot to the face with Low Kick. Gotta watch that clearance. As it eats a Citrus Berry. Hail is then set up before Piloswine is knocked out by the following Low Kick. Trunks takes a crit Aurora Beam before using Rock Slide to knock out Dewgong in one shot, ending the battle. That was cool. With renewed confidence, we rematch Gym Leader Jasmine. We were lucky to get damage in with Low Kick and dodge the first Iron Tail. But then Iron Tail does hit, and we stay paralyzed for a turn. Big oof. In between attempts, our mother sends us a Silk Scarf. Not necessarily helpful here, but this might come in handy later. On our next attempt, Magnemite locks us into Parafusion, but we still manage to knock it out, as well as level it up to 46, learning Double Edge. Steelix uses Sandstorm, we snap out Confusion, but the Paralysis locks us up this turn. The Paralysis keeps us unable to move for another turn, and then Steelix lands Iron Tail, but only takes a quarter of our HP, but it lowers our speed. Well, at least we get a hit of Low Kick and gain Steelix down to under half. But then she eats a Citrus Berry. Man, I'm getting a ton of bad RNG. When it looks like we're close, Steelix gets healed right back up. But we eventually do knock out Steelix. There we go. But on the home stretch, the Paralysis finally rears its ugly head, same as packing. So I decided to try the Silk Scarf Double Edge combo. It doesn't work. And after a couple attempts, we get an intense battle against Jasmine's second Magnemite. Starting with us taking a Thunderbolt and us down to 33 HP. Using Low Kick in response, bringing Magnemite down to half. The next Thunderbolt inches us to 14 HP, and then a final Double Edge knocks out Magnemite, ending the battle. Be still, my beating heart. As per usual, Team Rocket in the Goldenrod Radio Tower is a simple task to get through. Honestly, since we learned Double Edge, we've been able to mow down practically anything in our way. It even outpaces our Stab Rock Slide. Let's see how our next rival battle goes. And yeah, we're totally over leveled. So even though we still are slow against some of his team, Trunks manages to send our rival's team packing. Enjoy the trip. See you next fall. They weren't hard. Upon arriving in Blackline City, we visit the Move Relearner, only to remember I never picked up a heart skill along the way. All good, since we can find a hidden one on Route 32 right by the fisherman. This saves us from having to use Rock Smash on the beach for a chance to find one. Exchanging the heart scale, we have Trunks relearn Woodhammer. This move will pair extremely well with his Rock Head ability. Might not be very helpful in the next gym though. Speaking of which, let's take on Blackline City's gym leader, Claire. Gyarados' Intimidate will lessen the impact of our attacks. Just something to keep in mind. Gyarados wisely uses Dragon Rage, but no matter as Rock Slide crits to knock out Gyarados. That was lucky. We stay lucky for a turn as Kingdra misses Hydro Pump and we hit with Double Edge. But then the next Hydro Pump hits and wipes us out in one shot. Yikes. So it's clear we'll need to level grind just to survive Kingdra's Hydro Pump. So we return at level 62, holding a Pasho Berry, meant to reduce the power of super effective water type moves. For one time. This technically works, but this only gives us one shot to hit on Kingdra. I looked at Calm Mind or even Double Team as possible solutions. Unfortunately, these TMs are unavailable to us at the moment. Seeing as Hydro Pump is the problem, maybe something that can help lower its power might help. So we fly back to the Goldenrod radio tower and pick up TM11 Sunny Day. Might as well try. First we try Sunny Day with Silk Scarf equipped to boost the power of Double Edge. And the first problem I noticed was taking a turn to set up Sunny Day allows Gyarados to hit with 2 Dragon Rages before going down, bringing us down to 80 HP. Even though Silk Scarf does show to boost Double Edge, it's still not enough to knock out Kingdra, as it also eats a Citrus Berry. Sunny Day does take a bit of the edge off Hydro Pump, causing us to live with 27 HP. But then Claire heals Kingdra back to full, taking away our progress as Sunny Day ends, also ending this attempt. Seeing as survival is the issue, we equip the Shell Bell instead. This results in Trunks having more HP as we approach Kingdra. Trunks is hit with Hydro Pump to hold strong at 50 HP, but then our Double Edge falls short on damage. We get a bit of HP back thanks to Shell Bell, and Kingdra heals with a Citrus Berry. But looking back at the footage, even with Sunny Day shining bright, Hydro Pump still deals 62 HP of damage. So we are knocked out once more. So I'm either gonna have to level grind some more, or hunt down a Citrus Berry to help with healing. So after half an hour of rock smashing, we come up with 0 yellow shards. Great. But I did conjure up an idea. Could Sunny Day and a Pasho Berry stack? Sunny Day already decreases water type moves by 50%, and Pasho Berries weaken super effective water move attacks. Well, only one way to find out. Kingdra hits with Hydro Pump, but with Sunny Day up and eating a Pasho Berry, we reduce the damage to merely 33 HP. And thanks to some luck, Kingdra misses the next 2 Hydro Pumps, allowing us to hit with Double Edge twice, knocking out Kingdra for the first time in this run. And we even knock out the first Dragonair despite becoming paralyzed. But the second Dragonair does manage to knock us out. We've gone through such lengths to get past this hurdle that is Kingdra, we're getting so close to victory. Just need some more levels. Takes a handful of attempts, but we knock out Kingdra with 4 HP remaining. And by some miracle, even though our first Double Edge doesn't quite knock out Dragonair, we still dodge Slam. Claire heals up her Pokemon as usual, but our second Double Edge knocks out Dragonair with a single hit. So can we capture lightning in a bottle twice? Yes, we can. Claire sure likes to drag on our victory. From one major battle to another, we take on the Komodo Girl Gauntlet. And our first go went alright. I mean, it didn't help I wasn't fully healed for some reason. But Umbreon goes down after a couple Double Edges. Espeon packs a Wallop, but is one-shot by Double Edge. Flareon is one-shot by Rock Slide, but then Jolteon knocks us out with Thunderbolt. We try again right away at level 65, with Shell Bell re-equipped. I forgot to do this after battling Claire. Which plays out about the same, except by the time we reach Jolteon, we have a ton more HP, and we're able to knock out the Spiky Boy in one shot. And then Vaporeon is one-shot by Woodhammer. One more hurdle in our way, our final battle against our rival. Thanks to Claire, we were forced to overlevel hard, so our rival's team is no match for Trunks at this point. Our only real opponent was Magneton since it resists all of our moves. That being said, Magneton goes down in 2 shots of Double Edge. As where the remainder of the team appeared to be a problem with Trunks paralyzed, we still knock them all down when we do hit. Now that we're here at the Pokemon League, here are our stats right before taking on the Elite Four. Leave your final guesses if we can win or not. Given our current level, we shouldn't have too much trouble. I can see Lance being our biggest challenge. Are you ready to rock? Let's do this. First is Elite Four Will. We missed our first Rock Slide, so Xatu uses Confuse Ray on us. And after hitting ourselves and taking a Psychic for a turn, we knock out Xatu with Rock Slide. Woodhammer easily dispatches Slowbro, but then Jinx puts us to sleep with Lovely Kiss. I'm familiar with this one. Trunks just refuses to wake up and we are slowly taken down with Psychics. Yup, bad luck there. So we try again right away. This time not missing Rock Slide on Xatu. Slowbro going down the same as before. This time Jinx misses Lovely Kiss, We knock her out in one shot with Rock Slide, level up to 69. Nice. Funny enough, that was the level we ended our Jinx only run in Fire Red. Huh, nice coincidence. Executor almost goes down to Double Edge as it sets up Reflect. That's not good. This makes Double Edge have less impact. So Trunks takes at least one Psychic before knocking out Executor. Went for a Wood Hammer to save on PP. And the last out two lands a Psychic before going down to Rock Slide, ending the battle. Next is Elite Four Koga. We miss Rock Slide again on the first turn, but fortunately, Gyarados only sets up Spiderweb, preventing our escape, so the next Rock Slide knocks it out. As usual, Fortress used to protect, so we miss. But my brain wasn't thinking right, because Trunks used Wood Hammer, not doing much. As we hit with an accurate Swift. Protect is used again, wasting another Rock Slide. The third one hits as we take another Swift. Again, Protect happens, but Double Edge knocks out Fortress. Venomoth hits Trunks with Supersonic, but we still hit with Rock Slide to knock it out one shot. Now this is where things get interesting. Hitting ourselves thanks to Confusion, Muck sets up the first of many minimizes. Double Edge still hits to nearly knock out Muck. This was also when I noticed Muck has Black Sludge equipped. Basically a poison Pokemon's leftovers. Koga uses full restore on Muck, and as you can guess, we miss. Woodhammer does hit next turn, but the minimizes are stacking. To make things worse, Muck uses Toxic. We just got Toxic stalled, folks. And there's not much we can do about it until Trunks runs out of HP. Sheesh. Once we return, things play out the same as first time, from Muck. Only this time when Double Edge hits, it crits. And then Crobat goes for Double Edge, but Trunks pushes through and uses Rock Slide to knock it out. Not bad. Let's see how the rest of this goes. Third is Elite Four Bruno. Good start with Hitmontop going down in one shot to Double Edge. Hitmonlee does land a high jump kick before going down. Same for Hitmonchan with Bullet Punch, leveling up to 71. We're faster than Machamp, but he ends up surviving with a sliver of HP. Eats the Citrus Berry before hitting with Cross Chop, getting us down to 27 HP. But we simply finish off Machamp with Wood Hammer. Twice over on Onix with another Wood Hammer, ending the battle. Now for Elite Four Karen. Umbreon is a tank and survives Wood Hammer, and hits with Feint Attack. Karen full restores Umbreon, allowing us to hit with another Wood Hammer. But then Umbreon is swapped out for Gengar, who takes the brunt of our next Wood Hammer. Could have been worse. I could have went for a Double Edge and have the move fail outright. Gengar spites our Wood Hammer, but still gets taken down by it. Vileplume is one shot by Double Edge. Houndoom sets up Nasty Plot, but then gets knocked out by Rock Slide. Murkrow gets a Feint Attack in before getting knocked out by Rock Slide. And then a weakened Umbreon is quickly finished off by Wood Hammer, ending the battle. Last up is Champion Lance. As per the norm, Gyarados' Intimidate will lower our attack, adding another layer of difficulty to this battle. And I can't make this up, we have an awful time with Gyarados. His first waterfall flinches us. So when we get the Water Onix to low health, we set up Sunny Day. It helps a little, but it leaves us in rough shape as we approach Lance's first of 3 Dragonites. But this one simply just sneezes on us to knock us out. On our next attempt, we set up Sunny Day right away to help against the damage from Waterfall. Then a couple hits from our Double Edge and Rock Slide heal us up a bit before Gyarados goes down. Dragonite number 1 hits with Thunder Wave before going down to a crit Rock Slide, and we level up to 72. The paralysis will be an issue, but we're slow, so I kinda expected this. A Safeguard later, and Rock Slide brings Dragonite low enough to trigger its Citrus Berry. Trunks takes an Outrage, but still hits with Rock Slide, knocking out Dragonite. Dragonite number 2 hits with Blizzard. That's cold. As Rock Slide crits again to knock it out in one shot. Charizard goes for Air Slash, and our first instance of paralysis kicks in. Another Air Slash hits Trunks to 29 HP, but Rock Slide connects, this time easily melting down Charizard. Thanks, Shellbell. Lastly is Aerodactyl, who uses their own Rock Slide, lowering us to 17 HP. But our Rock Slide packs more of a punch and knocks out Lance's final Pokemon, ending the battle, crowning us the champion. Oh my Arceus. The luck Pokegods must be shining down on me, cause that was lucky. So we did it. We beat Pokemon HeartGold with only one Sudowoodo. Of course, we were overleveled, but I kinda needed it since Sudowoodo turned out to be very fragile to special attacks. Yeah, I saw the stats at the beginning, but I didn't know it would affect things that bad. But we're not done here. As some of you know, for Gold, Silver, HeartGold, Soul Silver runs, there is an optional boss waiting for us at the top of Mount Silver. Just gonna need to plow through the Kanto region. If I encounter any problems or something interesting comes up, I will then show it. Otherwise, straight to Red. So we encounter a few problems. Getting through Lieutenant Surge was easy-ish, but both Sabrina and Erica are tough to take down. With Sabrina, Alakazam uses Reflect, making it so we can't hit as hard even at our current level. And anytime we make it to Mr. Mime, we don't have enough HP to survive. Erica is even worse, since of course, grass type moves are super effective against us. Tangela putting us to sleep also made it worse. Again, the biggest reason in both these cases is Sudowoodo's super low special defense and speed. I mean, it's not Shuckle slow, but it's definitely slowing us down. It's like she skipped leg day every day. So we can try for Misty, but we will need to restore the power to the power plant. Janine, Brock, and Blaine are locked away until we complete the power plant plot anyways as well. Maybe I'm just losing steam on this challenge, but this part is just looking impossible. But I'm not giving up yet. So the aforementioned gym leaders were relatively easy to take care of. And by the time we return to Sabrina, she goes down with some ease. Erica still gives us a bit of trouble, sometimes with Sleep Powder ending the battle, or a Sunny Day Solar Beam destroying us. But we keep trying and we do win in the end. Blue is tough. His first Pokemon, Executor, can knock us out with a single Leaf Storm. But at level 91, we knock out Executor by surviving Leaf Storm with 4 HP, but then get knocked out by Machamp's Dynamic Punch. Feels like we're approaching the end, folks. At level 93, we get a bit of luck with Executor missing Leaf Storm, allowing us to get the knockout before taking any damage. We still can't fully knock out Machamp, but luckily it goes for Stone Edge instead of a fighting type attack. So we knock it out next turn with Rock Slide. Rhydon is one-shot by a Wood Hammer. Gyarados is one-shot by Rock Slide. Arcanine roars Trunks out of the fight, sending out Twitter. Follow me there. I just got used to having my HM users handy in case I had to fly elsewhere. I bring this up because this causes our attack stat to reset back to normal. So we take a couple Dragon Pulses before Arcanine is one-shot by Rock Slide. And then Pidgeot is one-shot by Rock Slide. Not the way I wanted that battle to go, but oh well. Moving on. Because the grand finale is here. Our battle against Pokemon Trainer Red. Pikachu uses Thunderbolt on Trunks, dealing massive damage, but we get a crit double edge to knock out Red's first Pokemon. But then, no matter what, we can't get past Blastoise. Seriously, I try this a ton of times. So let's wrap things up here. I got enough rare candies to level up Trunks to 100. Hopefully this helps. But the results are the same. At this point, I'm willing to try anything. So I go to collect coins and pick up Double Team. That means playing Voltorb Flip. Ugh, I hate Voltorb Flip. This easily added hours to this challenge as well as taking years off my lifespan. Let's see if Double Team is all the hype. But even with Double Team with us, we're still too slow and can't take any special attacks before going down. The only scenario where we are faster than Blastoise, we need to hold the Choice Scarf. But then we're locked into one move the whole battle. And you and I both know that Wood Hammer would be the way better option to hit Blastoise than with Double Edge. Let's try that. So a perfect run has us outspeeding Pikachu and not becoming paralyzed. It's possible. Then knocking out Blastoise after a couple Wood Hammers, burning one of Red's full restores. Then taking Lapras out with a couple Wood Hammers. But then we encounter Venusaur. Of course, Wood Hammer doesn't do much. Remember, we are locked into Wood Hammer thanks to Choice Scarf. So it uses Giga Drain to knock us out. That's the furthest we've gotten, but that will be as far as we go. For fun, I tried Double Team with Choice Scarf hoping to burn all of our PP, but the hail eventually knocks us out. Yep. So this run will share our space with the other HeartGold challenges where we were unable to beat Pokemon Trainer Red, given the original conditions. That'll be it for this challenge run. Leave your suggestions for future challenges I could do. I will be departing from the solo challenges for a little bit here, for our next challenge. Can I beat Pokemon Fire Red with the original 3 evolutions? Be sure to follow me on Twitter for updates. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe for more, and ring the bell to be notified whenever a new video goes up. So, until then you guys, this is SolarPrimal signing out, and bye for now.